Well, Barack Obama's former staff defending their old boss after President Trump's wiretapping allegations. One of them, former Obama speechwriter Ben Rhodes, trolling President Trump yesterday, tweeting, "No president can order a wiretap. Those restrictions were put in place to protect citizens from people like you."
Ouch. So who is Ben Rhodes and what is his stake in all of this? Joining us now with those answers, Executive Vice President at the Center for Security Policy, Jim Hansen. Good morning, Jim. Obviously, Ben Rhodes deeply invested in the Iran nuclear deal, as we were talking about a few moments ago, which President Trump has said he's going to unravel.
And he's actually one of the serial fabulists who helped lie to the American public, and a know-nothing foreign policy person who led the D.C. journalist crowd down the garden path into helping them and Obama and he lie about the Iran deal and get it into effect.
You're referring to a New York Times Magazine profile of him a couple of years ago where Ben Rhodes openly admitted that he was essentially tricking reporters into believing this deal was going to be really tough on Iran. Didn't he say that?
He said it. It wasn't true. There's nothing about the Iran deal, essentially, that has even an element of truth. You know, you've got a guy who was a wannabe fiction writer who found his ideal role as the script writer for Obama's delusional foreign policy fantasies. This guy should have never gotten anywhere near our national security, and it's a disgrace that he and Obama used their mind meld to turn most of the world into wreckage.
And so what do you anticipate his role to be now, today, post-presidency? What's Ben Rhodes going to try to do?
Well, he is obviously part of the resistance. You know, he's one of the people right now who is helping organize the other side, the Obama loyalists, and the people who are part of the anti-Trump movement in trying to obstruct President Trump from running his agenda. You know, it's obvious his role right here is trying to pretend, oh, the president didn't order a wiretap. Well, does anybody on earth with an above room temperature IQ believe he didn't know about it and approve it? Of course he did. Rhodes is part of the team trying to stop Trump from governing, and I think it's going to be painful for him and the rest to see what happens when an investigation comes down. I've heard from inside the administration there may be people going to jail.
For what? For leaks? Leaking classified information, or?
To start with, for sure, leaking classified information. And there are other things. You know, the entire resistance movement seems to have been planned. And the more they look into this, the more they think there are actual things that may have broken the law by a number of people. So we'll find out.
Concerted attempts potentially before the election and then during the transition to disseminate and declassify certain information that certainly wouldn't be above board.
You know, and they changed the rules. One of the last things Obama did was to soften the rules for what the NSA can release regarding intercepted communications. I wonder why.
Yeah, Jim Hansen, this story is still playing out. We appreciate your insights this morning.
Thanks a lot.
If the Obama administration did wiretap Trump Tower, they needed an order from the FISA court to do it, as you just heard. What would the president know about that wiretap? Would he know anything at all? A former DOJ official, J. Christian Adams, knows all about that process. He takes us inside that process live next hour.
Plus, we've got a big show on tap this morning. Stuart Varney, James Rosen, and an exclusive interview with radio talk show host Mark Levin. You're not going to want to miss all of it this morning on Fox & Friends.